Dennis. Dennis. What happened? Who? Is that how I got blood on me? Did I?
Why did you kill me? Why did you do it? Why did you kill me? Why did you do it? Sam, children. Why? Son of a... I'll never forgive you. Son of a...
You can do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem. Keep going. You got this. Sam, no. Don't think about that. Don't let it in. Focus on me, Sam. Dennis is a distraction. Keep going. You got this.
Sam. Why did you kill me?
Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it.
I didn't deserve it. Sam. Why did you kill me? I'll never forgive you, Sam. I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve it.
This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Come on, Sam, keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. His gun is gone. He had it earlier. Where did it go? The shooter used Dennis's gun, but I didn't have it this morning. And how did I get the blood on me? The blood has been disturbed. By what? The blood pooled where Dennis fell, so the body was moved. If I moved it, that's how the blood got on my shirt. I have the complete picture now. The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole. Now, I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis. I need to find out why Dennis was killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start. Whatever Nick was looking into seemed big, but he said it fizzled out. Emails between Nick and Dee. They're talking in codes. Nothing stated clearly. They didn't want to risk anyone learning of their meetings. Smart. The puzzle comes together. Dennis was reading everyone's emails. He found out that Nick hadn't stopped his investigation like he'd told Walter. And that Nick was still talking to some informant. Then he decided to tell me. And now he's dead. I need to look through any notes Nick left in his office and check Walter's computer. They have to have something for me to go on. Nick must have left some notes behind somewhere. And Walter also might have something on Nick's work. I should look around. There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Ugh. My heart's desire. It could mean a person, but also a place. Walter was never tech-savvy. He just uses words that mean something to him. There's a good chance there's a clue in his office. There might be something around here that hints at Walter's password. Locked. I need the password. Walter had this article framed after he saw the boost in traffic the Haven got. Basswood is his blood and soul. Wouldn't surprise me if he said it as his password. And I'm in. Let's see what secrets you got in here, Walter. Mostly standard so far. By the book. I see why Walter wasn't worried. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Nick would never drive, though that's very uncommon in most crashes. So, Walter got the police report from Bass. Nick was supposedly drunk at the wheel, which doesn't sound like him. And his seatbelt was off and his windows up, which both sound very wrong. Walter seemed to buy it, but I don't know if I do. I think it's time I check Nick's office. Hope he still leaves his notes out. Nick's computer is missing. Took it home to work or stolen? Nick wouldn't mind if I kept this, for old time's sake. If I had the code, I could get in here. What were the odds? Nick always kept extensive records of his work. He was almost obsessive. How could there be so little information regarding his last investigation? Nick was looking into the impact the closure of the mine had on Basswood. But what was he looking for? Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something, or someone. Nick had a contact. Same name as in the email. He was onto something big. Nick was traveling all over. Train tickets, hotel bills, out of state even. He was tracking something. What Nick was looking into was something big and dangerous. It's why he was so careful. So, did you come to the logical conclusion to this mess we're in? Just a hint. We should get out of town immediately. Basswood isn't the safe, sleepy town it once was. Exactly. Like I said, you should get out of town. And the details of Nick's death, it doesn't sound like him. 2 years is a long time, Sam. He may have changed more than you know. Changed decade-long habits. I need to go to the crash site. Just remember, if you're right...
Sam? What's happening? Dennis. That's Dennis. What happened? Is he...
Anna, listen to me. He is dead. Dennis is dead. Don't panic.
Oh my God, no. It's... How could this happen?
He died last night. Hours ago. Not much we can do right now. He asked me to meet him here after, but I was so drunk I arrived late. And the person that actually showed up killed him.
Person? Sam, you were clearly hiding something when we talked at the cafe. Was it this?
Anna, I didn't kill Dennis, I promise.
Of course, I know that. It's the only reason I'm not running for my life, but why haven't you said anything? At least to me. I wish you trusted me. It won't look good. We need to call the police.
They'll think I killed him. I thought I did at first. I have no alibi.
This is not about you. Dennis had a family. They have to know what happened. It's the right thing to do. Do you want Walter to find his body come Monday?
She has a point. Someone is gonna find him eventually. Involving the police would only slow us down. I'll be more efficient on my own. Efficient and possibly friendless. You already decided not to trust Anna about the shirt back at Christina's. If you don't listen to her now, what will she think of you? Okay, but not that phone. Use one of the landlines here and don't leave your name.
You remember I'm a journalist, right? I know how to keep things confidential.
Also, I think whoever did this might be linked to Nick's accident.
This is about Nick? The crash?
I'm going to the crash site to confirm my suspicions.
Sam, I'm not sure this is a good idea, going on your own like that.
I can manage it on my own. Don't worry. You'll be safer if you stay in town.
All right. I'll just wait until you're gone to call the police.
Just be careful, okay?
Of course.
You're sure you want to do this? Dennis was murdered, and the report on Nick's crash doesn't sit right with me. I need to know what really happened to Nick. Suit yourself. Just be careful. This is the place. Nick, I'll get to the bottom of this. First, gather the clues. Cold, hard, plain facts. That's the only way I'll know what really happened. Debris from Nick's car. The police didn't clean up very well. The car went up like kindling. It was pretty intense, judging the damages to the area. The fire shouldn't have been able to spread that far. No skid marks. That piece of wood must be from one of the damaged road signs. 2 of the road signs were torn out. Did Nick's car do that? These road signs are intact. Not a scratch on them. The tire tracks clearly show where Nick's car went off the road. Maybe Nick tried to avoid this log. It's a bit far from the road. A fuel stain. From Nick's car? Was it leaking fuel? Nick took this turn every day. It shouldn't have surprised him. The fire shouldn't have been able to spread that far. That piece of wood must be from one of the damaged road signs. The bark got badly burnt. Must be where Nick crashed. That's all the information I need. Time to put everything together. The report states Nick was driving under the influence of alcohol. He was startled by an animal. And drove through a road sign before crashing into a tree. But Nick's car did burn. I know that. Only one simulation fits the evidence. The police report was wrong. This shouldn't hit me so hard. I already suspected. There's a difference between suspecting and knowing. The report is wrong. This was a murder. You gonna call Anna? Tell her what you found? Is that even a good idea? She'll have to know eventually. No, I'd better wait until I have actual proof. Practical as always. Look, I have her best... Anna? What's the matter?
Can you come over to the house? It's...
What?
There's been a break-in.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was with my dad, and when we arrived, everything's a mess.
I'm on my way. Not telling her right now might be for the best. Glad you agree. Long days always find ways to get longer. Make sure you're careful. Careful about how you tell Anna about what you just found out. It's a rough thing, and she was living with the guy. Things are gonna be different in there. She's different, you're different. I think I can handle this, hopefully. Keep in mind, Sam, no matter how much you want to, you could never go home again. last time I was here, I was shoving way too many boxes into a trunk that couldn't fit them all.
It's fine, Dad. I can handle this.
Someone broke into my daughter's house and you want me to just sit by and wait?
Yes, that is exactly what I want you to do. Don't you have an appointment?
I always have an appointment. I'm at the doctor's more often than I'm home. Sam, talk some sense into my daughter here.
I'm gonna have to side with Anna on this one. Can't miss appointments.
Just because I'm an old man in a wheelchair, you two think you can push me around.
Dad, I love you. And I love that you want to protect me, but please, it'll be okay. Go to your doctor's appointment. The police will be here soon.
I'm just bellyaching. It's your house. Your rules, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Though before I head off, Sam, you tell me if something was going on, right? Anna's brave and she's strong, but she's also stubborn.
Dad, I told you I can take care of myself.
And I'm old enough to know when things ain't right. You tell me now, Sam. You tell me if my little girl is in danger. I can't watch over her anymore, so I need you to keep her safe.
Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Joe, I don't know.
She's all I have left. Promise me you'll protect her. I need your word.
Wow. Heavy. Joe's really laying on the paternal guilt.
I can't promise something like that. I don't know what might happen.
He just wants to feel like someone is looking out for her. I can't blame him.
And what if I can't keep that promise?
Then refuse. All I know is I personally couldn't say no to a desperate father.
I still can't hide anything from you.
Sam, don't.
I won't lie, Joe. There is something going on. It could be dangerous, but I'll make sure Anna doesn't get mixed up in it.
All right. I'm trusting you on this.
I'm not some kid. I decide what I get mixed up in.
You can't blame me for looking after you.
I just didn't want you to worry. You're both so patronizing. I'm heading inside. See how bad it is.
I need to get in there eventually. But maybe I should look around the property first. This place was tossed. Maybe looking for something. Anna's not having a great day. Focus on her before you go into detective mode.
Sam. Tell me what you found.
I'm sorry. It's what you were afraid of.
Oh. Oh no. But why? Why would someone... Why did they... What... Oh, Nick.
She needs you, buddy. Needs me? I don't even think she knows I'm here. What am I supposed to do? Something. Anything. It's the thought, the effort. Get her a drink. Just show her you're here. I'm not sure how a drink will make her feel better about murders and break-ins. But I guess I've heard worse ideas.
She kept the drinks in the kitchen, in one of the pantries. Even when he messed up, Nick always found the right words. Anna's favorite band. Smooth as always, Nick.
Who takes the time to have a drink in the middle of a break-in? She normally keeps some drinks in the pantry.
It's been a while, Sam. Things have changed around here. You feel like looking at old keepsakes?
No. Ah, here's where she keeps the drinks.
On the bright side, I don't think it's possible to make her feel worse.
You're not helping.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Thanks.
I know you want to help her by finding out what happened. Right now, though, stay focused on Anna. She needs to know she's not alone. Here, might take the edge off.
That's sweet. I'd assumed you'd already gone to look around and, I don't know, think. This is just so fucked. Nick? My house?
Sam, you should distract her. Get her talking or thinking about anything else.
My stuff, everything is trashed. Is this like the worst coincidence? Or is it related to Nick's death? Did his murderer break into my...
You're not alone. Here, have a drink. It'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's helping a bit.
Anna always has trouble thinking when there's weird noises going on. To be fair, most people do. Like that. Whatever that is, it'd be smart to find it and shut it off.
Sam, what are you doing? I called for dinner like a dozen times. It's gonna get cold. I am not your mom, you know. Working on an article is no reason to ignore basic politeness, Sam. Fine. You can eat your dinner cold for all I care. I'm done waiting for you.
Not surprised Anna keeps this letter. I'd keep it too. Anna has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough. This feels like the only part of the house I recognize. Whatever punk broke in here wrecked it. There. I don't think she ever forgave me for saying I didn't think they sounded better.
Anna always has trouble thinking when there's weird noises going on. To be fair, most people do. Like that. Whatever that is, it'd be smart to find it and shut it off.
Anna always wanted to take me to concerts. They were just never my thing. Anna has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough. Anna would pace around the house for hours, then sit down and write her articles in one go. Who takes the time to have a drink in the middle of a break-in? Good thing it's intact. It's about the last thing Anna has of her mother. I got this for Anna's birthday after she mentioned wanting to travel more. Anna always was more interested in people than cold hard facts. Not surprised Anna keeps this letter. I'd keep it too. Anna has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough. Good thing it's intact. It's about the last thing Anna has of her mother.
Anna always has trouble thinking when there's weird noises going on. To be fair, most people do. Like that. Whatever that is, it'd be smart to find it and shut it off.
Finally, there. Hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, I just kind of lost it for a second there.
Yeah. I mean, careful, Sam. You know you can be indelicate. She needs your support right now.
I mean, it hasn't been an easy week, you know? And I've got the feeling it isn't over yet.
Whatever happens, you're not alone. We'll face it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Reminding her she has people to lean on is a great start.
This whole thing is a mess. But honestly, it's been a mess for a while. Like, everything was fine, you know? Nick moved in, it was nice, but lately he just closed himself off. He'd been gone most nights. At the bar or the fishing shack, come home late, refusing to talk about his work. It got unbearable. It was almost like I was living with you all over again.
It doesn't feel good, but she needs to get this off her chest. Don't be too harsh on her. I do have my part of responsibility in this, but so do you.
I know that. But you'd shut me out. Then suddenly you'd ambush me emotionally. Look, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm not trying to fight. It's just having you in the house. It's bringing back a lot of things. We had a good time. So many memories here, both bad and great.
We did have a good time, yeah.
But then came Dad's accident. The mine investigation. Your proposal. I still feel horrible about how it all happened. But you understand why I said no, right?
Face it, Sam. If you had paid attention, you'd have known she wasn't going to say yes. I wasn't the one you really needed. You wanted someone like Nick, didn't you?
Of course not. I chose you at the time, and I'd never take it back. That's not why I said no. You knew I didn't want to get married. I told you before, I never liked the idea. Never wanted a ring. When you asked, I just thought I was with someone who didn't know me. That terrified me. And then it ended so abruptly, you and I. I don't think I ever took the time to really process what happened. I wonder if it would have ended the same way with Nick. If my relationship with him was as doomed as my relationship with you. The way Nick closed himself off to me the last few weeks. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't bear to live with someone, to truly share my life, to make compromises and all that.
I'm not Nick. Stop comparing us. He may have been your boyfriend, but Nick was my best friend since we were kids. This is hard for me too, you know. I know you didn't mean it like that. Just calm down, Sam. If you start spiraling now, this isn't gonna end well. He was my best friend. It still hurts.
It doesn't matter anyway, now does it? He's dead, and whatever we had is done. And we're on our own if we're gonna find out who killed him. I'm not backing down from this, no matter what we find. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I want to know who killed Nick as much as you do.
Let's get the asshole who did this behind bars. It's the only thing we can do for Nick now. I just keep bouncing back from terrified to angry.
That is very understandable.
Can you take a look upstairs? I still need a moment. Let me make sure I'm done crying and all that.
Take your time. I'll tell you if anything's wrong.
Thanks, Sam.
The door is closed. Huh. She never used to lock it. It looks like Joan's using this room now. Anna must have been letting her use it when she stayed over.
Come on, work, you piece of junk! I know you're awake.
No, I'm not.
Then how are you talking?
I'm a celebrated sleep talker.
Come on, get up. I need your help.
Did you try rebooting it? That's honestly all I got.
I have tried that. If I don't get this done by noon, Walter won't run the article. What do I do?
Okay. Let me see it.
Thank you. It just won't respond to anything. Do you want a back rub while you work?
As your hero, it's the least you could do.
I'll do more than that, my white knight.
Oh, you will, my princess of the typefaces.
Of course. When you fix it.
Mr. Unicorny. Well, you and Joan have been inseparable since the day she was born. Got the A, corrected the teacher, but still forgot the date. Not your standard thief. Too destructive. Oh, maybe trying to send a message? Why is it so dark in here? This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was. I remember taking this photo. God, seeing it like this. Not what Anna needed. This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was. Huh? Is someone downloading something off Nick's laptop?
Sam! Sam! Who was that? Sam! Are you okay?
I think whoever trashed your house just trashed me.
Can you stand?
Yeah. The headache isn't as bad as the one I had this morning.
I couldn't get a good look at them. They just sprinted out of the house, and I heard some weird, loud engine drive off.
Well, whoever it was, they were dumping data off Nick's computer. I must have interrupted them.
There's no trace of whatever he took. So what do we even do now?
We need to find the man that clocked me over the head. They know what they took, and I bet anything they knew Nick. Has Nick seen or been talking to anyone out of the ordinary lately? Anyone new?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't... Actually, over the last few months, remember I mentioned Nick has been going out a lot to that old fishing shack his family owns?
I know the one. I went there with Nick and Bug a few times.
He went mostly in the evenings. Most nights, really. Said he was night fishing.
But if he was secretly meeting someone there to interview for a story...
It'd be worth taking a look.
Hello? Anna? Are you home? Your father called. Said there'd been a break-in?
Couldn't they have gotten here 2 minutes ago? They'll arrest me if they found Dennis's body.
You go out the back. I'll talk to Bess and keep her busy.
If you're sure, I'll go to the fishing shack. It sounds like if Nick was hiding something, it might be there.
Hon, I'm starting to get worried.
Sorry! I was just in the bathroom. Be right out. Go!
Nick's fishing shack. A lot of memories here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?